Gabriel Jesus looks for Neymar. Back for Gabriel Jesus. Chance for us now. Can Gabriel Jesus score? A cheeky chip from him. It's audacious from Gabriel Jesus. Neymar looks for Vinicius Jr. I think he's on. Vinicius with the ball in for Gabriel Jesus. And the header is brilliant. Gabriel Jesus yet again with the goal at the World Cup. This is it, guys. The finale of the Brazil Career Mode series. Are we going to end up reaching a World Cup final? Can we end up bringing World Cup glory to Brazil? Well, all to find out in this episode. Last episode was tremendous. We of course knocked out Slovenia in the round of 16, which was relatively an easy task. In the quarterfinals, we got the better of England, which was difficult, but we got through, man. Gabriel Jesus coming up clutch with a brace. And in the semi-finals, we've got a fairly easy draw against Russia. I mean, I don't want to disrespect Russia, but this is a tournament I think now we've got to win. We've got to get past Russia. Italy have somehow knocked out Germany, so a final on the cards against Italy could be amazing. But first, can't underestimate Russia. We've got to get through them. It's going to be tricky, but we'll see. Big episode, boys. We're gonna have the semi-finals and potentially the finals of the World Cup in this one, and we'll wrap up this mini-series with Brazil. I'd appreciate if you could continue supporting this series by dropping a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's kick things off. One thing I can tell you guys is my Premier League career mode is gonna begin this Thursday, so get ready, boys. It's gonna be absolutely epic. I think tomorrow I'll be revealing the team, but Thursday, that's when we begin the new series, and I genuinely can't wait for it. Player of the episode, I think there's no doubt about it. Last episode, Gabriel Jesus' brace against England was stunning, and that ends up winning him the Player of the Episode award. It's great to see that all of our players are fully fit and ready to go for this one against Russia. So I am starting all my first team players. We ain't rotating the team in a World Cup semi-final. Neymar, Gabriel Jesus, all of them start. And because we're up against Russia, I think they're going to be super defensive. I've decided to go for an extra, offensive midfielder, more like a playmaker and Arthur instead of Casemiro, Fabinho together. So Fabinho and Arthur start together for this one. Neymar, Gabriel Jesus up top, Vinicius and Rodrigo on either side. Alex Telles, Marquinhos to captain the team for this one. Diego Carlos and Emerson at the back. Alisson in goal, of course. This is it, boys. Semi-finals of the World Cup. That Russian team looks pretty average. How on earth have they ended up here? I don't know, but let's get through them. Brazil versus Russia, World Cup semi-finals. We knocked out England in that last round, and now we're up against Russia. We can't get complacent, even though Russia aren't one of the top teams. We've still got to be careful. Here we go, boys. It's Brazil-Russia. Let's knock them out and see them out of this World Cup and make it to that finals. As you guys know, at this point of time, Gabriel Jesus is the top scorer of the World Cup. He's got another chance to potentially get a few more goals to his name and, cement his place as the top scorer of this tournament. Fabinho there strong in defense and looks for Arthur. The reason I'm starting him in this game is because I just want that extra playmaking ability against the defensive team like Russia. Hopefully it works as it's Vinicius down the wings here. Looks to bring it inside. We know how quick he is. Good pass for Gabriel Jesus. I'm not sure if he's on. Nah, he was just about offside. But his movement throughout this tournament has been elite. I wouldn't have been surprised if he had managed to keep himself on there. Golovin looks for Miranchuk. Back to Golovin. This is some neat football from Russia. Can't let them get in behind as we defend that really well. Until we get that first goal, I think it's going to be a very nervy affair because it's the semi-finals, man. The stakes are unbelievably higher. So we need to be pushing for that first goal of this tie. Is Rodrigo now on the attack. I've got some support with maybe Neymar making a run. Neymar's made the run and he's through on goal. Still Neymar trying to go for goal, but I played it way too much. I didn't take the shot initially and I thought I'll maybe try and round the keeper, but that just didn't work. And we've really squandered a big chance. Neymar had to score that. It's kind of my fault as well. I should have just gone for goal earlier. Here's our captain for the night, Marquinhos, bringing the ball forward. And I see a lot of runners. Rodrigo in a good spot. We're going to play this one to him. Here he goes. Still Rodrigo. Cut back for Gabriel Jesus. Turns in, shoots, but couldn't generate enough power. Frustrating. We've had a couple of great chances in this first half, but we haven't been able to take them. As I said, unless we get that first goal, I think it's going to be a very nervy game. Once we get that, I'm sure confidence will build up and we'll be able to thrash Russia. But until then, we're just going to have to keep at it. Keep trying to create as many chances as possible. Another one coming in from Emerson. The cross is cleared away. The Russian team on the attack now. Problems here for us as I'm moving a lot of players out of position. but I've managed to recover. But it's still some neat football from Russia. I think this has been the most difficult game in the World Cup so far. I don't know how Russia are doing it, but they're really giving me a tough fight in this first half. Although now, on the counter, we could do something. Gabriel Jesus smart, releasing this one for Vinicius. Long ball for Neymar. Is he going to get there first? He goes for the diving header, but couldn't win that challenge. Neymar came close though. Halftime against Russia. I still can't believe how competitive Russia have been. I thought this was going to be a lot easier, but well, Russia have given it their all. It's 0-0 at halftime. It's been very competitive. Let's see what the second half brings. One thing's for sure, I don't want this game going to penalties. Back to Fabinho. We're being very patient now. Arthur, Gabriel, Arthur again. Neymar. This is it. This might be the moment. Neymar's through on goal. Neymar goes for the chip. Is it in? It is. Neymar again. Neymar with the magic moment in the World Cup semi-finals as Brazil finally break the deadlock. And it's been such a chore getting past this Russian defense. They've been giving 100% throughout this game. But finally, one lapse in concentration. They let Neymar get in behind. And we make them pay. What a lovely finish from Neymar right there to beat the Russian goalkeeper. Brazil 1-0 up in this World Cup semi-finals. This could be the goal that sends us to the World Cup final, man. Neymar with the big moment. Let's freaking go, boys. 1-0 up, but the job's not done yet. Russia are more than capable of scoring. We've got to defend well and potentially even push for that second goal. Russia now on the attack, and there's a bit of open space for them. We've defended it well. Not really, because they continue their attack. Chance for them. Diego Carlos as well. I'm going sliding in, but that's a bad challenge on my part outside the box. It's going to be a booking for Diego Carlos, probably. Nope, it isn't. So it's just a free kick from a dangerous spot for them. Let's see what Russia do from a free kick. Come on. We cannot concede from a free kick, man. 70th minute. Chance for Zobnin. The wall jumps. Wow, was that close. Oh my God, was that close. Alisson, I think he moved a bit, but he wasn't catching that if that was on target. Have a look at that. That was incredibly close. Russia on the break could do damage from here. It's Kokorin on the ball. Now Ianov. Russia, again, just one goal separates the two teams. If they score now, we're probably going to go to extra time, which is something I absolutely do not want. Somehow Fabinho doesn't win that. Russia taking their time creating this attack, and they've given it away cheaply, and we could do something here. Neymar on the ball. I could maybe try and find Vinicius Jr., but that had way too much power on it. There you have it, boys. Full time. A hard-fought victory for us. We really had to be resilient defensively, which we were. The moment came from Neymar. He took it with both hands. A lovely chip from him. And that sends us to a World Cup final, boys. Let's freaking go. We'll be up against Italy. I'm kind of gutted it's not against Germany because I'd love to get revenge on them, but it is what it is. We'll be up against Italy in a World Cup final, and let's hope we can end this series off in the most positive manner with the World Cup trophy. And here we are, boys, the final of the World Cup. The Qatar World Cup 2022 is going to end in a match between Italy and Brazil. I'm ready for this, boys. A third place match was just played between Germany and Russia, where Germany end up winning 4-2, fair enough. One thing I do want to see is how Italy managed to get here to this final. So let's see how they've got here. They beat Germany in the semis. In the quarters, they knocked out Portugal. In the round of 16, they knocked out Turkey. And in the group stages, let's see who they were marked up against. Italy, Denmark, Ivory Coast, and Romania. Ooh, they were competitive with Denmark. Just about managed to get through, but deservedly so in this final. And it's fitting, you know, that this World Cup is in my Inter Milan save, and a lot of the Italian players there were probably coached like Barella and all, so it's going to be fun seeing them. But here we are, Brazil, Italy. Time to win the World Cup and end this mini-series off in a high. And by the looks of things, Gabriel Jesus is going to end up winning the World Cup's Golden Boot, which is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, Politano, if he scores a hat-trick, he could win it. But if he scores a hat-trick, we'd have far bigger things to cry about because we'd probably lose the World Cup final. But I don't think that's going to happen. Gabriel Jesus with 6 is awesome. Any other Brazilians in there? Neymar with 3. Assist-wise, Oscar is still the top assister with 3. We're going to have to make decisions to make in this World Cup final, whether we start Oscar or not. Big decisions to be made. Barella, they're one of the top assisters with 3 as well. Not gonna lie, this is a bit of a risky play, but you know what? I think it's gonna be worth it. I'm benching Vinicius Jr. for this final. He's going to be brought on at some point as a super sub, but I want Neymar on the left for this game and Oscar playing at cam. We're doing it, boys. We're starting Oscar in a World Cup final. Gabriel Jesus leads the line. Rodrigo, I'm going back to Fabinho and Casemiro in the midfield because I just want to be defensively just completely assured. At the back, Marquinhos captains the team. We've got Diego Carlos, Emerson and Telles. That is my team for the World Cup final. A few shocks, especially Oscar, but I think it's the smart play. Looking at the Italian side, Immobile, Politano and Spinazzola up top. They've got Barella in the team, Rugani at the back, Florenzi their captain, Donnarumma in goal. I think you can understand how this Italian side made it to this final. They've got some good players in a lot of different positions. This is it though, the final game of this mini-series. Let's end up winning the World Cup. Here we go, boys. World Cup final is Brazil take on Italy. I think you'd expect a team like Germany to be in this final, but Italy got the better of them and I think deservedly so. There's a reason why they're here and they're going to give us a tough fight. That was the trophy we're playing for, the World Cup final here. Wait. Why is the Russian flag on this screen? Looks like the game has messed up the graphics. Has Putin paid for this? I don't know what's going on. But anyways, Brazil are in the final against Italy. Don't go by that graphic. We're here to win against the Italians. Let's get this done. Oh man, the nerves are kicking in a final like this. Remember, I always say this in every final that we play. The early goal could completely shape the game because if we concede first, it's going to create a lot of nervy moments and it wouldn't be good for us. But on the other hand, we score. I know Italy will have to push forward, will leave open spaces, and those are situations we could definitely exploit with the talent we've got in this setup. We'll see how things go. Oscar on the ball, big decision to play him in a game like this. Rodrigo looks for Neymar here, as Neymar uses his space. Still Neymar, gets past one, looks to put a ball in, but Florenzi defends that really well on the left. I think Neymar is going to get a lot more freedom. As one of the players to watch in this tournament is Nico Barella. We coached him at Inter, phenomenal midfielder, but let's hope he won't have a big impact in this final. As Neymar with the corner, puts a good delivery into the box. Cleared away though for Fabinho. I'm just going to go for goal. But yeah, the defender got a block there. Oscar though in a good spot. Still Oscar, fake shot, back in for Neymar. Finesse shot from Neymar, but he sends it wide. Early pressure from Brazil has been on point. We're creating more of this, please. Now we're seeing some attacks from Italy. Jorginho. I've made a big mistake with my centre-back there. Let's hope Italy won't make us pay. They've gone backwards for Verratti. Jorginho. Inside for Immobile. Good possession-based football from the Italians as Barella is looking to get past my defence. Back to Jorginho. Barella going for goal. And that was intense as a block came in from, I think, Marquinhos. I'm not entirely sure. But now the Italians are pressurizing us and it's Barella creating for them. Another opportunity for him as he looks for Immobile. We cannot let Immobile shoot. That's good defending from Carlos, but the chance is back again for the Italians as they're just constantly keeping possession and knocking on the door. Verratti with a big chance. Alisson with his first big moment at the World Cup. A sensational save to deny Marco Verratti. I thought I was going to be a goal down there because Verratti in open space. Thankfully he's not a striker, otherwise we'd have problems there. 0-0 still in this game, but it could have easily been 1-0 for the Italians as Neymar cheaply gives the ball away for Immobile. But the pressure from Casemiro is decent. But again, attack after attack from the Italians. We finally win that and we need to just keep the ball for a bit and just deal with this pressure because it's been tremendous from Italy. Carlos does really well and he's got the strength as well to find Fabinho, and now it's Oscar. Gabriel Jesus making a peeling run of the defense. Still Gabriel Jesus looks for Neymar. Big chance for Neymar, and Neymar doesn't mess up in a World Cup final. The goal that Brazil wanted. Neymar delivers in a final just like Pele all those years ago. Neymar has now done it as well. 1-0 up against Italy in this World Cup final against the run of play because the last 25 minutes or so it's been the Italians hammering us and keeping all the possession, pinning us back. But one breakaway, Gabriel Jesus' movement was elite as he found Neymar then, and the finish from Neymar, just keeper stood no chance. Donnarumma couldn't do anything about it as we make it 1-0 in this World Cup final. A huge goal, and let's build on this. Gabriel Jesus, and now the spaces have opened up. As I said, you get a first goal in the World Cup final, you're going to see a lot of spaces open up as Oscar's gone through, but Barella tracking back. I've noticed Barella literally everywhere. He's playing with a lot of passion here in this final as is expected of him, so he's going to be the danger man to deal with. Jorginho looks for Politano and now it's Marco Verratti. I do not like this as he tries to find Immobile. Good defending from Marquinhos and we finally do. Now we don't get it away, but the ref's blown for half-time. I'll take it. The Italians were building more pressure. Half-time, we're in the lead, 1-0 up. Neymar with the goal. Second half, we've got to keep this up. I don't know why Alisson's disappointed. I mean, we should be happy about how things are going anyways. Brazil lead 1-0 in this final. 45 minutes to go. Let's settle this. Second half and Italy once again dominating the possession, which has been a case for this final. They've been keeping all the possession. We've just been dropping deep, using our two CDMs to collect the ball and then just smacking them on the break. And it's been very effective so far as Gabriel Jesus waits for Neymar to bring the ball forward. Neymar brings it forward. Let's see what we can do with Neymar here as he tries to bring this one inside. Still Neymar, space to go for goal. Neymar's finesse shot, didn't have enough power. Yep, that's how that attack goes. I think it's time we make some changes. I now want Neymar more central, so Neymar's going to drop the cam and we'll have Vinicius Jr. come on to the left side. That's the plan. Oscar's had a decent game, I feel, involved in a lot of our build-up plays, so good World Cup final for him, but I think we need some extra raw pace now that the Italians are going to push forward more. Vinicius is going to give us exactly that. Plus, it allows us to play Neymar centrally. Emerson, Spinazzola, Immobile. This is not good chance for Barella. Alisson is pushing forward. Another big save in this World Cup final from Alisson. He's not really done much in this tournament for us, but in this final, he stepped up and made two huge saves that you could argue should have been goals for the Italians. I don't know how they haven't scored off those two chances. And now on the other end, Gabriel Jesus with a bit of space going for goal. Oh my god, what have we witnessed here? How has Gabriel Jesus even managed to do that? Literally moments away from conceding and being level with Italy, we've gone on the other end and scored. How? How did Gabriel Jesus even squeeze that in? Let's take a look at the replay here. The finishing from Gabriel Jesus, just sensational. He just put all the power he had in it and it just went in. Unbelievable to beat Donnarumma from there, who's no slouch by the way. He had to literally hit that and place that perfectly. He did that exactly, and Gabriel Jesus with his 7th in the World Cup and could be the goal that wins us the World Cup as well. We're 2-0 up after 66 minutes. Let's see this one out. Finding space to shoot and almost scoring as well. We gave him way too much open space. I didn't really anticipate him taking that shot on his left foot, but thankfully off target. Time is running out and look at this pressure from the Italians. I'm glad we've gone for a 2 CDM formation because now this is where it's going to really shine, you know, allowing us to be more defensive as Vinicius Jr. though on the attack here, trying to maybe take on the Italian defense as he brings the ball inside. Still Vinicius. Oh, that is saucy to find Alex Telles. Cross back in. Didn't really work, although we still have the ball for Neymar. Emerson does well to get it away from him, but we are dominating. 12 minutes to go and the World Cup trophy will be ours. About 30 seconds left in this World Cup final. Let's referee, just blow the whistle. Let us celebrate the trophy. Come on, ref. That's it for the final. Come on, blow the whistle, dude. Let's just smack the ball ahead. That should be it for this final. There you go, it is. Brazil win the World Cup for the first time after 2002. And it's Neymar and Gabriel Jesus scoring the goals for us in this final as Brazil finally win the World Cup. We've done it, boys, in this mini-series. I've got to say, we got fairly lucky with the draw. We avoided facing the likes of Argentina, maybe teams like, of course, Spain and all. But ultimately, it's the World Cup. You always need a bit of luck to win a tournament like this. We had that luck, and in the final against Italy, who gave us a really good fight, we delivered. I've got to say, Alisson was superb in this game. The saves he made at very, very crucial moments were very important. In fact, if I do remember, I think he made saves before, of course, we scored the first goal and literally just before, you know, they got an equalizer, something like that. So it was saves at very, very crucial moments, and that's basically won us the World Cup. Neymar and Gabriel Jesus did the job up top for us, and it's now time for our captain Marquinhos to lift the trophy and celebrate this World Cup. It's been super fun, this mini series, man. There you go, FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Let's lift the trophy and enjoy the celebrations. Brazil are world champions once again. Let's go. And there you have it, boys. We're champions of the world with Brazil. We've won the World Cup. As I said, we got super lucky with the draw, man. I mean, we avoided the likes of even France, Argentina, but you know what? We'll take it. Champions of the world, man. It is indeed Gabriel Jesus who ends up winning the Golden Boot. That 7th goal was key because he now outright wins the Golden Boot this World Cup. Awesome to see. Neymar with 4 goals. Any more Brazilians in there? It was mostly Neymar and Gabriel Jesus who scored all the goals for us, so they're the only players in here. Assist-wise, we do have a tie between Oscar, Neymar, Dybala and Ronaldo with all 3 assists. Miranchuk coming in with 3, Barella as well with 3. What a World Cup it's been. Neuer with 7 clean sheets in the World Cup. Hang on a minute, does that mean they didn't even concede a single goal up until the semi-finals? Mad, that's actually mad. Wow. None of our keepers in here. Alisson isn't in here. He's only got 4 clean sheets. Fair enough, but interesting stat. Player of the tournament for me, it's between Neymar and Gabriel Jesus. The two were just outstanding. I'm leaning towards Gabriel Jesus because he won the Golden Boot and some of his finishing was world class, you know, so I'm leaning towards him. Let me know who you think deserves to win it in the comment section below. But that's that, boys, for this World Cup career mode with Brazil. Enjoyed this massively, playing with a fresh set of players, you know, the Brazil team. Awesome fun. Of course, keep in mind, we're going to be starting a Premier League career mode this Thursday, so stay tuned for that. That's coming soon to the channel. I can't wait for it, but for now, this is where we're ending things off. Hopefully you've enjoyed this Brazil career mode. If you guys have had, I'd really appreciate it if you could spare a second and drop a like in the video. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you all next time.